Welcome back everybody to Forza Motorsport. So we're continuing on with the mid-engine tour, and today we're in the mid-engine Legends Championship. So as per usual, first two races we'll do in this episode, then the next two in the next episode. So yeah, let's get to see what cars we're going to be in and what we are going to buy. Oh, I expected there to be a intro there, but there wasn't, so yeah. Right, so the cars that we can buy are the likes of the Bugatti EB110 Supersport. Fantastic car, all-wheel drive, quad turbocharged V12 engine, and yeah, plenty of horsepower. Not quite as much as the McLaren F1, but still plenty of power, and that all-wheel drive security does give it the trumps over that car. Then we've got the mega ugly F50, which was supposed to be an F1 car for the road, and it just wasn't. Then the F512 TR, or Testarossa. Not a huge amount of horsepower down on the F50, considering it's a more modern design, but it does obviously have less in the way of weight. Then we have the fantastic F40. Again, not massive amount of reduction in power over the F50, despite the 8-year difference, and it does actually have more torque because it has turbocharged power. Then we've got the pair of XJ220s, so the TWR is basically the racing hardcore version, and then we have the standard version. Then we have the XJR15, which is basically what the XJ220 should have been in terms of being lightweight. As you can see, there is a bit of a weight difference there, and having a V12 engine. Although obviously the prototype XJ220, or the planned version of that car, was supposed to also have all-wheel drive, which this doesn't have, but it's ridiculously quick because it has so much power and very little in the way of weight. Then we have the Countach, which is all looks and no go, so we really won't be bothering with that. Then the McLaren F1, which, yeah, don't really need to say much about that. It's mega powerful, and it was the fastest car in the world at the time. So yeah, we're going to go for a car that we can actually afford, because as you can see, we don't have a huge amount of money on the go. The sensible choice will probably be the EB110. It's all-wheel drive, it has more than 600 horsepower, but it is obviously quite a hefty car. The not so sensible choice would probably be something like an F40, because yeah, it's got a lot of power and a lot of torque, but it's also very lightweight and would be susceptible to rainy conditions or, you know, slippery conditions or anything like that. And obviously we can't afford everything here, so the only ones we can afford are all of the Ferraris, the Bugatti, one of the XJ220s, don't need the Countach, and yeah, we can't afford the McLaren F1 either, and the Countach is the only one that we actually own. I'm going to go for the EB110. It's a car I actually prefer out of a lot of them, just because of how gloriously quick it is, and yeah, I like the security of its all-wheel drive system, and it is just that little bit more unique in comparison to the rest of the cars. It's the only French one here, it's the only one with all-wheel drive, so yeah, we're going to go for that one. And we'll keep it its iconic blue colour. Right, so we have very little in the way of credits now, so yeah. Well, obviously we're going to only race stock otherwise for this first race, but hopefully we'll have enough money after doing this race to get some upgrades for the second one. So yeah, we're at Circuit de Barcelona-Catalunya for 5 laps. It's looking like it's dry, which is helpful. Right. Let's see what we can do. Hopefully we do get a good position, because obviously the higher the position we are, the more money we will earn.
Catalunya is notorious for high G-force directional changes due to downhill and off-camber turns.
Let's go. I could put myself in a worse position to start on, but that would also increase the likelihood of not getting in a good position to start with, to finish on anyway, so probably not worth it. Right, let's go. So hopefully by now you have seen what is coming in the next Forza Horizon 5 festival playlist. I have talked about it already, but yeah, I am still really impressed that they've got one of my highly sought after cars being added to the game, the Aston Martin Lagonda. Yeah, really looking forward to driving that car. drive system in this and the huge amount of power. There's only one car in this class that's got more power than we do. It's already gotten us into a good position. Obviously this would not be the last car that Bugatti would make that would have quad turbochargers. The Veyron would also have that, although an even bigger engine than this V12. This is decidedly lighter on its feet than those cars. Obviously those cars have the brutal acceleration of more than 1,000 horsepower and way higher top speed than this. This still could get up to, I think, around 220 miles an hour thereabouts, so not slow at all. What on earth was that from the Ferrari? It's just a hope and pray bit of cornering from them. Likely gotten a big penalty for that crash, but it also really screwed me over, so really wasn't worth proceeding with in that condition. Right, let's open up the car, see what we can do. 140, 50, 60, 164 there before we started to brake. So yeah, pretty damn quick for a 30-plus-year-old car. Surprised the likes of the Diablo weren't available for this, but I'm guessing it's because that wasn't in a high enough class. I'm sure you can buy it before doing this championship and upgrade it beforehand and then probably be eligible, but in its stock form it is not. Up front's clearly been upgraded because there's no way in hell a standard one of those would be keeping ahead of us right now. Because that car is a better poster than a driver's car. But this car is by no means perfect either. You can definitely feel the weight in it. Although all-wheel drive systems have obviously been quite common at this point in cars, I don't think they've really been ever designed to deal with this level of power that this car has going for it.
3 to go.
Certainly not in a road car. Might well have seen the Audi Quattros and rallying getting up to this level of power, but they're obviously meant for a few rally races, not, you know, tens of thousands of miles of driving on everyday roads. far I've found out that this car's not the best at the twisty stuff. Certainly not at the slower twisty stuff. But it's properly quick in a straight line. There's obviously some understeer going on, which is not helping. Sound great though. These turbochargers are not able to nullify that V12 engine. Just on that straight alone we gained more than a second over the Countach. Which shows how much quicker this is in a straight line. Brakes are not the best. Dealing with modern acceleration and top speed in a car that doesn't quite have the braking for it. There's definitely going to be one modification we'll upgrade. We've got the money. Closer to the Lamborghini this time. Can we gain another place?
One more. Finish strong.
In all fairness to this car, we obviously have come worse places than this. We're driving around in a stock vehicle in the championship to start with, and some of these cars likely do have stickier tyres than they would have normally. Pretty sure we saw first place having medium slicks on, so which is obviously not something we have. Settle for 5th, still a top 5 position, but there are evidently areas where this car can be improved. So yeah, but that still bags us a decent 20 points. So still everything to play for, so let's get into the upgrade shop and see what we can do with it. Right, so here we are. So we obviously have identified some areas of this car that can be improved, chief among which are the brakes. So yeah, and it's even more evident that we weren't able to really catch up is that we're in A-class only. So I guarantee most of those cars were in S-class as well. So yeah, but nonetheless, let's do the brakes. That'll definitely help us. We'll do the springs and dampers. I think we have enough money for all of this. We'll lighten the load a little bit. Yeah, go a couple £100 out. And we'll do the tyres, which will definitely help our handling. We'll do the drivetrain to knock off the weight that we've gained with those tyres. And we'll give it a modicum of extra horsepower. So that's 4 extra horsepower. How much is that going to cost us? Right, 15,000, right. We'll upgrade it that much and then we'll should have more money next time round. We do still have more money than what we started with even after doing those upgrades. But obviously to get more expensive stuff we'll need even more money than that. So yeah, but still, let's get onto Sebring International Raceway for 3 laps for our second and final race for this episode. So this is another track that, this is a track that will benefit us even more than the previous one because there is 2 big straights on this one. This was only the one on the last one, and the corners do seem to fit.
International Raceway occupies a portion of the active
are a
Sebring
bit more
Regional Airport, which was originally
speedy
built as
than
Andrews
corners.
Army Airfield.
There's very few that you have to properly slam on for, whereas there were a fair few on the previous track. So yeah, this should be a better fit for the car. Let's whack down the fuel. 20%. Right, let's go. So yeah, no word about whether or not any other cars are going to be added to this game via a festival playlist of its own or DLC or anything like that. I hope there is, because there is a great deal of cars that are missing from this game, quite frankly. So in terms of variety, I feel like there's a lot missing. There are ways of squeezing to the wall there. Now there are obviously ways of getting other cars, chiefly among which is doing these championships. Because once we finish off all of these, we'll get the McLaren Artura, which is not new to the Forza series. Obviously we've had that on Forza Horizon 5 already, but it is new to this game. So I look forward to getting that. Comfortably in 6th despite the Ferrari F50 squeezing us against the wall. Blue on blue. And we take 5th place. Brakes and tyres definitely helping slow down. Stopping there, I don't know. Yeah, it's still incredibly dummy places on this game. Absolutely no reason to slam on that corner part. Quite as quick down that straight as Catalunya. Might not be quite as long. a good thing. Definitely improvement over the last race. Oh dear. Slightly improved somewhere. 50 breathing down the neck. Rather have properly recreated a lot of the bumps on this track. It is quite a bumpy circuit in a lot of ways. It's not a properly smooth racetrack like so many are. Yeah, 50 not only forced out there, but practically crashed. Again, no need for such a dramatic getting around the corner. Again, my Countach is surprisingly quick.
Final lap. You got this.
Definitely have the edge in terms of straight line performance, but don't quite have the handling still. Gain time. Lamborghini's definitely brave around these corners, and the other cars that we've passed have got a bucket load of understeer there out of nowhere. Noisier than the rest of the audio. Can't turn that down, unfortunately. It still glitches out where when you do rewind the audio suddenly goes down. I do apologise if I forget to do a pause to reset the audio. Oh well, we'll have to settle for second, but it is still a vast improvement over the previous race, which will definitely help us on the points side of things on the leaderboard. So yeah, it was a Countach that was ahead of us. I'm really surprised by how quick they are, to be honest, on this championship, but still. Yeah, we move up 2 places into 3rd place overall, and we're only 8 points behind first and 4 points behind second. So yeah, still a tight race here on this leaderboard, but yeah, we're going to definitely have to pull out the stops to gain on second and first in the next 2 races in the next episode. But nonetheless, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.